Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Nova Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hello. Let me make sure I got the right shot here. Here we go. There we are. Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome.
My mic sounds nice.
Like my partner said right there.
Welcome.
Welcome to BKS1 Radio, the Owl Show. It is your girl, Latoya Chanel. And of course, to my left right here is Miss Queen B. And we are back in the studio and just so happy to be back in the studio right now. So, like we always do, I'm sitting here trying to use the laptop, but I'm using a mouse for a different computer. But like we always do, Miss Queen B, how are you doing?
Can't complain.
Okay.
It is Tuesday of a beautiful week.
Yes, it is.
I love rain because rain is actually what
cleansing.
It's very cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like God does something when it rains.
Okay.
It's the latter rain, that type of thing. The latter rain. But I feel good.
Okay.
For some reason, I feel good.
What do you mean? For some reason, that's supposed to be a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
All right.
it's a good thing.
All right then.
Okay.
I don't know what I did with my glasses in here.
You can't see?
Did I come in with glasses?
Did you?
I can't remember. Jeff, do you know? All right, then they must be in the car then. They must be in the car.
Okay, but like you said, you feel
because I think they was being fogged up with my
You know what?
I had to take them off because they, people with glasses can't wear scarf. I mean, the scarves. I mean the face mask.
Oh,
sorry,
my
the face.
God. What is? Are
the
you
face
drunk?
mask.
Are
Not
you
yet.
drunk?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The face mask because it, it does that. Chanel.
Okay.
It does that. It does that like. It does that.
Okay.
The face mask.
But in the meantime, though,
Show
you
'em
said you're
a
okay.
Tiger.
You're all right this week.
Yes.
Listen, all right.
I really don't have any complaints. I got my cap and gown in the mail. I got my honor cords in the mail.
Oh, that is amazing.
3.97.
Awesome.
I'm super excited about that.
Awesome.
I know everybody thinks I'm an overachiever.
You are.
I'm stealing that from my kids
Like,
because
you
they,
are,
my daughter be like, "Ma, listen." She said to me, "I'm gonna graduate, but it ain't gonna be, like you." That's what she
with
said.
all the extra stuff.
She said all that, a degree. She said C's get degrees.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes
Chanel, but we couldn't get C's in this program, right? In the program you in, you couldn't get C's. Yeah. I had to get B's or A's.
Yeah, I have to get A's or B's.
So I shot for the A's. That's all.
You did. Well, listen. We here. It's Tuesday. It is our second week back in the studio since the pandemic. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel refreshed.
Okay.
I feel like I'm.
You look good.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you. I've been
Best friend.
trying. I feel like I'm getting back to me. I feel like I'm getting back to myself.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just, I feel good. I'm sitting here just
all right.
Fix my hair a little bit. All right, there we go. But yeah, I'm excited to do some things here with the Owl Show. I'm excited to do some things with, move forward and you know what, and take this show to the next level. And do some things, and I'm excited about it.
We are excited.
Met about things a little earlier today, so I'm excited about where we're going to go with things and what you guys are going to see. And
yes,
exactly.
Go back to the drawing board. We did
right, and and keep going and keep grinding and keep moving with all of this. So I'm really excited about it. So For everybody, this week we do not have any guests in studio, so y'all already know how it is when you right. First of all, just us, but
you love us.
Of course, you guys love us, but you already know we whatever comes out of our mouth is whatever comes out of our mouth.
We are transparent as it gets.
Completely transparent. So now that we don't have anybody in studio, we don't gotta act any kind of way in front of company. We can
Absolutely.
We could be ourselves.
Absolutely.
And say what we want. So tonight's show, everybody, is on Hot Topics. It is strictly Hot Topics,
All right.
everybody.
Some of them are going to be a surprise to me, so you'll get my raw, true, and honest truth. Okay.
Yes. Tonight is Hot Topics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're not delving into anything. We don't have
not too heavy,
right? We don't. Well, I mean, maybe some of the hot topics.
We don't know. Or I would say we never know what angle when we do hot topics,
right? Because you never know where it's going to go, right?
Absolutely,
and especially right. So okay.
Yes.
Hot topic number 1. If everybody is ready, all right, here we go.
Got
Drum roll. But first and foremost, you want to take a sip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go ahead and you could go ahead and take a sip.
Did that? All right.
First and foremost, we have to give an ode to Black Girl Magic, right? So it's all over the place. It's all over social media.
Can you explain Black Girl Magic?
All over the news.
Because somebody asked me to do that before.
What Black Girl Magic is?
Yes. To you.
Okay, what Black Girl Magic is to me is our ability that no matter what has been thrown our way, no matter what obstacle stands in front of us, no matter what people have said, no matter what people have done, we are able to glow, grow, shine, and rise above and make it look effortless as if we have had the same path as everyone else and as if we've had the same opportunities as everyone else.
Absolutely.
So no matter what, we are able to do it effortlessly and still achieve. So that's my definition
Great
of
explanation.
it. What's yours?
No, I think you summed it up, and I don't want to sound like you, but I think it's very much what you said. I always say it's hard to explain. It's innate. It's innate. If you tap into the Black Girl Magic, it is innate. It is something that is within us. It's something in the very fiber of our being.
Right.
You know, like you said, to look at challenges and face them head on. Yeah. To be you know, certain things stacked up against you, and for you to defy every bit of the odds.
Yeah.
I think that is Black Girl Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, in a salute to Black Girl Magic, we got our wine. We have to make this a weekly thing.
Yeah,
you know
we
what
do.
I mean? We got a weekly thing.
All
so
right.
in salute to Black Girl Magic, we have let me because I want to say her name correctly. From the Olympic trials in track and field, you have Miss Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes, Sha'Carri. Yes.
In
21 years old.
Yes, go ahead.
From Texas.
Yes, from Texas.
Story is not ideal. Just, it's funny because the media labeled her, no exaggeration, they said that this young girl had a chip on her shoulder. They literally said she has a chip on her shoulder, but she uses this chip to
What?
Yes. You have to read some things. They're ruthless. But
what?
Was raised by her grandmother.
Yes.
Biological mother died a week ago. Okay.
You better shut
a week
all the
ago.
way
If you
up.
look at her whole, like, whatever, when she finishes her race, she looks for her grandmother and she jumps and runs.
Yeah.
But if you look at the interview afterwards, you'll hear her whole story. She said, people don't know what I go through. People don't know what I've gone through. My coaches, my family has helped me and been around for me. She said, I live to make them proud. But yes, Grant was raised by that's why I put when I posted, I put grandma's babies, because they are something special.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was telling my fiance today, I said, you know, I didn't grow up with a grandma.
Yeah.
But can you imagine, like, that love is something different. I hear. It's something different. But you know what the problem I had with this whole thing? So anyway, so she did 10:87 was her time, right? Now she's done way better than that. That was actually slow for her. So 10:42 is what she generally does. But when you look at the race, initially when you look at the race, you're like, she's behind. You saw it, right?
She has a slow start.
She has a slow start. And then all of a sudden, you know, and she didn't win by her head. She literally just...
She just took off.
She took off.
She took off.
But the issue that I have had via Facebook is everybody tearing her down for her hair, her nails, and saying that she looks masculine.
What?
The negativity was insane. This is a 21-year-old black.
How does she look any
female
different from
FloJo?
Now let me ask you a question. Is it our people that's tearing her down?
Yes.
That's sad.
Yes. They're talking about her hair, and then and a lot of people have commented. They said, "You mean to tell me that this girl just broke barriers, is going to the Olympics at 21 years old, and you tell me that you have the nerve to comment on this young lady's hair? She beat all the odds. She did something that people will never do."
That's sad.
And all you could do was talk about her nails, her hair, and how masculine she looked.
Yeah, but they did the same thing to our next Black Girl Magic.
Simone.
For Simone Biles. They did the same thing to her.
Absolutely.
Remember when they were talking about
what
her hair
looked like?
Yeah.
Why is that important when the girl she just 100-meter race? I don't care what she got on. If she chose to have her only tail, I don't care what she got on. She ran her behind off.
Yes, she did.
And she is going to Tokyo.
Yes, she did.
But kudos to her. You know, I always have a heart for all of those young ladies who look like the odds are stacked against them and they really, really come out fighting and swinging. And I just feel like she's done that from day one.
Yeah.
Like her story, HERSTORY, her story is amazing. Is amazing to me. And I hope to see big things from this young lady. I pray that she is. Yeah, she's a role model.
She's already captured the attention of the media and American people. So
Absolutely.
She's definitely going to go far. And kudos to her for doing it, and kudos to her for not caring about you know, the hubbub of whatever else anyone else has to say. Girl, please continue to be authentically you, which I know me and no one else needs to say that to her, because she's going to do that anyway. But it's sad that she is not just completely supported by her own people and they, you know, have something to say. But she is the epitome of Black Girl Magic in my eyes. I don't care what color her hair is or how long her nails is. I mean, personally, you know, I like long nails, but you know.
Look at FloJo. FloJo passed away in 2003.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to me. Like, she is 21 though. Do you know what we see from girls at 21?
Yep.
I'm amazed that she is just as grounded as she is.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of training that has to do with 100-meter races.
Right.
A lot of lifting, a lot of eating the right proteins and eating the right things. Like,
of course. And what do you mean she looks masculine? Let me tell the average African American something if they don't know about training for in as to be an athlete. Because maybe they know about football. I mean, and I'm gonna act stereotypical. Maybe we know about football and maybe we know about basketball. But let me tell you something. Even when I was younger, I taught ballet to gymnasts. And what a lot of people don't realize is these little girls, black, white, whatever race they were, because of the muscles that they work in their body, there are certain muscles that develop in them that don't develop in typical other young little girls.
Okay.
So you notice a lot of them have the broad shoulders. They'll have a sharper chin. They'll have they can come across sometimes as being more masculine and not as soft.
But that has everything to do with what?
With their training.
Okay.
With their training for the sport and what it is that they do. You know what I mean? And they end up having this athletic build that some would deem masculine, but it's their training. So I don't
I just want us at this time, especially, our women of color, for us to be less critical,
right,
of what somebody looks like when they're accomplishing.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Right,
that's all I want.
Right,
like don't pay attention to my hair, girl. I'm chasing a bag. Like, you know what I mean? Don't watch me. Watch my bag. Like, you can learn something. She's a role model for someone.
She is.
She
Absolutely
is someone's. She is someone's idol. She's going to the Olympics. I don't know how at 21.
Right.
She's not on somebody's corner, somebody's pole, somebody's anything. She's actually
not a statistic.
Not a statistic.
Yeah.
Didn't repeat the cycle.
Right.
That's the part that.
Yeah, no. God bless that. That young lady. And I think it's absolutely amazing.
So between her and Simone, just all the things going on.
Between her, Simone Biles, and then in the swimming Olympic trials, there's Simone Manuel.
Yes.
So there's Simone Manuel, Simone Biles, and Sha'Carri Richardson, and all of them are going to Tokyo for the Olympics. So congratulations to them.
all of them, yes.
Yeah, congratulations to all of them. I feel like, honestly, it is simply amazing that they are doing that and achieving their dreams at such a young age.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. So that's just my salute to Black Girl Magic right now in Hot Topics. I had to start with that before I get into some of the other stuff. I am gonna stay in this black people magic realm.
This is all new to me.
A little bit longer. Yeah. So the next thing that's been going on. Are you on TikTok?
No, my kids told me I was too old.
Okay, I am not on TikTok either. I don't have a TikTok account. I need to get one because of what I think
I want to do some things on it though.
Yeah, with what I do for a living, a lot of my clients are on TikTok.
Okay.
Or a lot of the shows I need to market are people that have become famous off of TikTok. And of course, I've never seen their TikTok stuff because I don't have TikTok.
Okay.
Right? So, but in the meantime, and I thought I was too old for it too. But in the meantime, apparently there is a strike going on TikTok. And what's happening is...
Didn't hear about it. Okay.
Yeah, what's happening is, I'm sure you have seen the dance crazes, and you'll hear, oh, that was on TikTok, these dance crazes.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, the black people that are creating these dances and uploading them to TikTok for all of the views are on strike.
Why?
Because apparently TikTok is not paying these black dancers for all of the views and the expansion of their app. Right. So I have a niece, my boyfriend's niece, Desiree, who is actually, she is a TikTok dancer. She's one of those hip hop dancers, and she's on TikTok. She is she's a TikTok dancer.
Okay.
And they get a lot of followers, and those followers leads to finances. You understand what I'm saying? However, now a lot of the black dancers that are on there are striking because they want to prove to TikTok that it's their influence that is keeping the app relevant.
Wow.
So apparently over the last week, there's now a bunch of memes and things on Instagram like, TikTok is real boring this week.
Wow.
TikTok.
I've seen that.
And it
didn't know what it was.
Right.
Okay.
And actually their viewership and usage has decreased.
Has it?
Dramatically. Yeah. My thing is, somebody please tell me why we can never get an acknowledgement as a people for what it is that we do and what it is that we put on to the mainstream and make popular until we have to fight about it.
It's so funny you say this because I just so I explained shout out to my best friend Cher who made our shirts for Juneteenth, but I just explained this to my kids the other day, what Juneteenth was and what it derived from and what it's about. And then we had conversations in regards to things that we've, as a Black people, have created that we, the patent was stolen, or just the whole idea was stolen.
Yeah.
And our names taken off and someone else's put on. It's just ironic that you say this now because that is just the story of our lives. We were the first to do a lot of things, and unfortunately, we were robbed of half of the things that we created.
More than half.
More
this
than
is why
half.
we don't know most
What
of
the origin, absolutely, the inventions, absolutely,
right.
We did. So I had this conversation with them. And I told them there's a lot of things that we use on a daily basis that you wouldn't know that were created by
Of course.
Black people.
Of course.
But I always tell them, I go to their level. So I told them one year, maybe a couple months ago, I said to them, I said, guys, do you know Super Soakers? And they're like, yeah. That was invented by a black man.
Yeah.
But you know how long it took him to get his money because they had stolen it or whatever.
They stole the patent.
Right. They stole the patent, and they had to pay him millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. So anyway, it's ironic that you say that, and I don't think. I will say we are the dopest culture in the world. When it comes to
Most
cooking,
inventive.
when it comes to cooking, when it comes to dancing, creativity, period. We got a lot of things on lock,
Yeah.
We make something out of nothing.
Always.
That's our magic.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
and I haven't been on TikTok. I haven't. Really,
I've never been on TikTok ever, not a day in my life. But so it's the phrase Black TikTok strike became a trending topic on Twitter in recent days after it was revealed that a group of Black creators on the video sharing platform have stopped releasing new dance content. For quite some time, white TikTokers have received national attention and praise for dances and trends, while the Black creators of said dances are overlooked. While it's unclear exactly how long the strike will last, the absence of the contributions of Black creatives on the social networking platform is already being felt. After a few days. Again, as Black people, we can take something and make it or break it.
But the thing is, we don't realize.
We don't realize our power.
What we add in our power. Absolutely. Wow.
Our power. Think about all the brands that only one rapper has to say a brand in a song, and everybody is going to do it.
Yep.
Everybody's going to do it. Everybody's going to buy it. Everybody's going to wear it. What alcohol was that?
I'm just not going to drink Hennessy, though. I don't care. You can have that in 50 million videos. I'm just not drinking Hennessy. I
don't see anything wrong with Hennessy.
You drink Hennessy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't see anything wrong with
Where's
it.
your glass?
I'm just saying.
You think is Hennessy from women?
Let me tell you what happened to me, which you already know. But let me tell everybody else what happened to me. Somewhere around, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, all of a sudden, white liquor started making me sick immediately. Okay. Immediately, like drinking a half of one glass, and I was already like, oh my God, I don't feel good, this, that, or the other. And I started to drink dark liquor. And I know the perception of dark liquor make you fight, dark liquor make you do all kinds of things, but it's not that.
It's not about the fighting part for me.
It's not that for me.
See, I don't, it's not the fighting part for me.
It's very relaxing.
I think I just be on people's tabletops with dark liquor. I don't want to fight. I never want to fight
But now you
I either
dance.
going to sleep, or some other thing.
No,
but
actually,
I am not fighting anybody.
It is actually quite the opposite for me, and it's very relaxing. I never feel drunk or really drunk or anything. It's quite the opposite for me.
It's the white for me. I'm good.
So, that's just why I stay with dark liquor. But
okay.
Either way, what was the one that Jay-Z Cristal? Remember Cristal was out, and then they came out with a statement that we didn't make this alcohol for y'all?
Right, but then Cardi...
wait, after you made your billions...
But do you remember Cardi B? Cardi B, red bottoms, remember all of whatever the saying about red bottoms, da-da-da-da. Was it Cardi B? Yeah. It was Cardi B with the red bottom thing. And the sales increased.
Spike, yeah.
Give me my money. Like...
Again, as a people, we have been in the business for some time of making or breaking products.
Right.
It's literally word of mouth from one influential person in our culture, and you can make or break. And so I always thought it was crazy that after Cristal was so famous, then they said we didn't make this drink for your people.
Well, I mean, Tim's. Remember Tim's?
But then it's like. There was another designer, too. There was a clothing designer that said it,
Tommy
too.
Hilfiger?
It was Tommy Hilfiger. That's right. He said, we did not make these clothes for your people. But you said it after you made millions and billions off of the sales of these people. And then all of a sudden it's... Now that you have been pushed to another tax bracket, like you already weren't in a high enough one... Now all of a sudden you comfortable enough to make that statement?
Yes.
Okay. Publicly? Because I'm sure it was said in private over and over again. But publicly? Come on. Stop it, people. But anyway, so that's what's going on with black TikTok dancers. So
wow.
Yeah. That's what's going on. So speaking of black people and products, that's going to segue me to my next one. My next hot topic, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan from Newark, New Jersey.
Who man is that?
Michael B. Jordan, who is dating Lori Harvey. Michael B. Jordan from all of his...
She for the streets.
From all of his movies and films and Black Panther.
Yes,
and,
actually a cool dude too.
Yeah. Just seems like an all-around a good guy. But Michael B. Jordan just came out with his own rum.
Oh.
Right? So... he came out with his own rum, and for the Caribbean community that is watching me, please excuse my pronunciation of the word. Is it Juvet or Juvert or what is it?
I can't help you.
Juvet, Juvert.
Spanish, you got me.
No, it's not Spanish.
I said Spanish, you got me.
Yeah.
Any other French?
It's West Indian. So I would need someone West Indian to help me pronounce this correctly. But either way, that is the brand of his rum. It's spelled J''Ouvert. Okay. And the problem is the Trinidadian community is saying it's cultural appropriation because he is not Trinidadian. So apparently, the Trinidadian community is up in arms over the announcement of this rum. Specifically, some have taken to Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking platforms to express their outrage over the actor's decision to trademark the name that I can't pronounce correctly because I am not West Indian, but to trademark the name Jouvert. Somebody tell me how to pronounce this so I'm not sitting up here looking ignorant. But since he has no distinct ties to the islands of Trinidad and Tobago, of which the public is aware. So hence Jordan has been accused of cultural appropriation and attempting to profit from the West Indian culture.
Okay.
Your thoughts on that? I'm listening. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, is that what it is?
They are saying he's not from Trinidad and Tobago. So, for him to use that name which is a festival. It's a festival there.
So maybe that is his point.
So the word itself,
it's a word, right?
The meaning of the word is the break of night. So, but their festival is that because, it's like the break of night, like the end of day.
But it's a word that means the break of night. So you mean to tell me that I can't use the word because it's in your culture? That's just like me saying don't use good night. It's American.
But is it though? So we have Caribbean friends. What's something that some of our Caribbean friends say that we know is Caribbean?
Buck or I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, you know what? The views expressed by Queen Bee
No,
on the
I'm
Al
just
Show
saying.
at BKS1 Radio
What?
are not that of BKS1
Okay,
Radio.
listen.
It is strictly Queen
Strictly
Bee's
myself. That was
saying
why
this.
I'm just saying we make fun. We do this all the
No, can't do that.
No, okay.
Okay, but what is so?
I don't know. Then you tell me.
I don't know. What you tell me. Whatever it is, whatever word.
No, give an example,
I
Chanel.
can't think of any.
Me
Do
neither.
we have any Caribbean friends that are logged on right now that can please help us out with this? Because I don't have any right now.
Just the way they talk, period. Like what you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying, like
Guan, Guan. If I use that word, that means that I am appropriating.
Not the way they pronounce something, but something that is specifically a Caribbean word or specifically a Caribbean saying.
I'm trying to.
Either way, that's what's going on here. So apparently, like Carnival.
It's a word.
Carnival is
I go to the carnival all the time.
Carnival is a word, but to name a product Carnival, which is a Caribbean celebration in Canada.
But it's a carnival here when I go to get.
But Carnival.
How about I pronounce it that way?
What if I pronounce?
I'm going to the carnival and I'm going to get funnel cake.
No, that's the carnival. That's different.
No, it's not.
It's different.
No, it's not.
If I
have an accent.
No. If I
Depends on where I'm from.
What if I came out with a nail brand, and my nail brand was called Carnival because every hand should be a celebration? That's my marketing ploy, right?
Nice.
Okay. And then someone from the Caribbean community said, "Why would you name that Carnival and you're not Caribbean?"
Tell me that's not crazy. Like, you don't think that's a crazy thought?
I'm just saying.
It is my brand. I am choosing to speak to me first. Don't assume that I just stole the word because I stole the word from you.
They are saying it is cultural appropriation.
It is not. I disagree. I can say whatever word I want to say.
Right.
I can name my product anything I want to name the product.
Okay. So
I just think cultural appropriation is something different.
What is it to you? What's the definition?
I don't want to give an example because
it's going to sound the same.
No, it's not going to sound the same. It's not going to sound the same, but then people might look at me a little funny. Like, I think that, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this on air.
Why? I want to know, what is your definition? Here,
I'm not going to do it on air because if I do it on air, then people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't wear braids. No, I'm not.
The definition of cultural appropriation is the adoption of an element or elements of one culture or identity by members of another culture.
Identity.
This can be controversial when members of a dominant culture appropriate from a minority culture.
Now, what happens is a lot of times they will say that cultural appropriation is wearing Chinese and I have one actually that I'm waiting wear, but have wearing a Chinese
a kimono.
Oh well, not a kimono. They don't really deem that as, because kimonos are actually made from people in Hawaii, people from whatever. But kind of like the geisha girls or whatever, when you put the The pins is the sticks in your hair, and you also do the what? Come on, help me.
I don't know.
I don't know what that's called.
I don't either.
Silk.
Okay.
I've had several dresses made.
I don't know.
I've had several dresses made like that. So I don't know. But anyway,
Okay.
they think that is also Indian. Not Indian. Yeah, Indian.
But what is your definition of cultural
Chanel, you just read it.
appropriation? Okay.
And it doesn't fit. His drink doesn't fit.
So if he's not Trinidadian,
But stop deeming that a Trinidadian word.
Okay, so that's the
problem.
Line.
That's the bottom
Okay.
line.
Okay.
Stop deeming that a Trinidadian word.
Juve
means what? Is it French? Is it even Trinidadian? I just did.
So when you Google what I can't pronounce it. Somebody pronounce it for me. When you Google that word,
okay,
Juve is the largest street party held as part of the Caribbean Carnival. It's Caribbean. It's a street party in the Caribbean, and it's for daybreak. It's a Creole French term. But
Creole French term. So how is Trinidadians people getting mad?
No. It's Creole French term.
I just asked you, what was it?
Daybreak or dawn.
It's a Creole French term that means daybreak or dawn. How are they deeming it theirs? How? It's a word. I decided to name so I can't name my daughter Shantae?
It's the spelling of it. So in standard French, it's spelled differently than the Caribbean way, which is
just changed the spelling.
Exactly the way he spells it on his
Michael, just change the spelling so these people can get off your back. I'm for you. My thing is say I could tell by the word that it derived from. It's not a Trinidadian word. You could tell that it is derived from French or Creole. That's why I said, is it French? Because that's what it sounds like.
Well, either way, it's a carnival. And the traditions of Juve are, listen, I'm just telling you. So
what's your take? Because you haven't said your take yet.
I mean, okay, so just me doing some research right here while we're talking right now, knowing that it's a different spelling depending upon how it depends upon how you're using the word. I don't know if French people use the word in their language or if it's a play on two words that's used by French Creole and then went to Caribbean islands. But there is definitely a different spelling.
Okay.
There's a different spelling. And for what means daybreak is a different spelling from the name of the actual party that is in the Caribbeans. And his is spelled after the party that is in the Caribbeans.
After the party?
That's what it is. It's spelled after the party that is in the Caribbean. So, for instance, if we said OWWHH is a part of BKS1 Radio. Now we say OW, but it's a part of BKS1 Radio. If any other group of radio people have a festival and call it the OW Festival, and not spelling OW, OWW, but they specifically spell it OWHH, and knowing that belongs here at BKS1 Radio, did they take it?
No.
Why?
Because they're only something may mean something different.
No, it's the OW Festival, and they saying OW, and it's the OW Festival, and they're spelling it OWWHH.
Nah, they stole it from us.
Did they?
Maybe they had the same idea.
Really? Really?
Maybe they had the same idea.
Oh, okay. They had the same idea. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. All I'm saying is he may need to change the spelling or change the title to Je vais something.
So he came up with this idea. None of the Trinidadians did. I don't see
I'm sure there's another drink called that.
Is it?
I'm sure he just had enough money to he just had enough money to trademark it.
So if he trademarked it, what's the issue?
He had enough money to trademark it.
I'm so not mad at him now. That's even worse. I had the money to trademark it. It's mine now.
I mean, he just did it. Yeah. Yeah. What you say, Jeff? That's still stealing?
They should have did it.
I'm just saying.
Sorry he beat you to it.
I'm just saying. He wrong.
Sorry he beat you to it.
He wrong. He just change it to Je vais be Michael or something, or B. Isn't it Michael B. Jordan? Oh, Je vais be Michael. Change the name, Mike. We love you here. You're a fellow Jerseyan.
You are a fellow Jerseyan.
Black Panther got me.
We've been in the room with you.
Listen.
I've seen you several times.
Black Panther got me through some rough times in life. But all I'm saying is you really are going to have to change the name of the rum. I want to taste it, though. You know.
Nah, don't, you hater.
I'm not a hater.
Don't.
I'm just saying you had to change the name. And I'm not even Trinidadian, but you are going to have to change the name.
Well,
I'm glad you said hater, because that is going to help us to segue. That's going to help us to segue into our next hot topic. So speaking of haters, and y'all know that with this next story, y'all know you can't say nothing bad about this woman publicly, because all of a sudden just bad things happen to you if you do.
Beyonce.
Boom. Y'all know it's like a taboo thing. Like, people find you. And do you remember there was a skit? I swear there was a skit on Saturday Night Live about Beyonce, and it was a bunch of people. No, it was Saturday Night Live. And there was a bunch of people in the house, and somebody came in, and they was just talking, and it was like, some girl was like, I mean, her song was just okay. And then all of a sudden, like, everything stopped, and like the room got black, and they was looking around like, oh God, I don't know. Like, the room got black, she disappeared. Like, it was like a whole big thing. And it was like, you can't say nothing bad about Beyonce. Like, you say something bad about Beyonce, like, terrible things gonna happen. And then even more so,
I mean, she's overrated.
And then even more so, remember there were a number of female R&B artists that had started saying a bunch of stuff
Carrie
and then just disappeared off the scene.
She said she was blackballed.
Immediately.
She tells her story all the time.
Because you said something about Beyonce. So this is very real. Now, let me tell you what happened.
What happened?
The last 48 hours, apparently, or Trick Daddy.
It's my dog. Okay.
Look, he from this. Look, same
hometown.
From
your hometown
as my mama.
Okay.
Trick Daddy decided that he was going to get on Clubhouse. Have you been in Clubhouse?
I have not. I got the invite, but I did not go in.
Now that's something I think is kind of overrated. I get how you can get in there and you can make connections with certain people because you just get in the same rooms as them, but whatever. I have been in Clubhouse, for some work stuff and whatever. Anyway, so Trick Daddy is in a Clubhouse and begins talking about how Beyonce is one of the worst singers he's ever known, and how she does not write any of her own music, and how she is completely overrated, overdone, and had this full, at length rant about him not liking Beyonce and her not being talented. My question is, first of all, in the music industry, why would you do that, though? Why would you do that, though? In the entertainment, no matter what your personal feelings are that you say in your kitchen, why would you get on a public platform and do that? This ain't no rap battle. Like you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. This is not a rap battle where you talk about one rapper, they come back, y'all make some songs, then become friends and go on tour with each other. This is, number one, a female. A female with a husband and a family. got more everything than you. Teeth, health, everything.
You're not doing that.
What?
You're not.
Okay. Why would you get on a public platform and say these things?
I don't know. Maybe he was drinking.
Maybe he was drinking. Like, maybe he was drinking.
He don't remember. He don't recall.
He don't recall. He signed into Clubhouse and say that. Cause Trick love the kids, just not Beyonce. Yeah. Either way,
it's about to be a diss song. Guys.
You already know
it's gonna be a hot summer.
It's gonna be a hot seller. It's gonna be a hot seller because Beyonce gonna say something on the hook. Jay gonna say something that everybody gonna be quoting. It's
Trick, your career's over.
It's over. It was already over, and now you put the nail in the coffin.
It's over.
It's
over for you, bro. He tried it.
Why though?
Then Jay gonna pay for his funeral. You know, like he shouldn't have did that. Shouldn't he got better things to do, like getting his wife back? Okay. Well, I'm glad. Jeff. I'm glad they're not going to acknowledge him. Because he don't need to be acknowledged. Praise God.
Let me tell you what he said, though.
Trick, though. What you say?
Beyonce ain't trying to give back to music or nothing. Beyonce don't write music and barely can sing her mother effing self. Beyonce can't sing. He keeps going.
Turn his mic off.
He kept going.
Turn his mic off.
He kept going.
And you know what? And I think, what is it about males now that think that like, why do you have to comment on a female?
Oh, he went into Jay-Z too later.
What did he say? That's my favorite rapper.
Jay-Z, he doesn't believe he should be crowned as one of the greatest rappers alive. I'm going to say an unpopular opinion right now. Beyonce is to R&B what Jay-Z is to New York, and that's why they are together. Jay-Z ain't never won the greatest rapper alive. Whoever put him on that, whoever put him on that level like that is wrong. He kept going. Then he went.
Could we stop?
He went and he
Could
just
we
kept
stop?
going.
He didn't know. Yeah.
He kept going.
Yeah.
Y'all said he was high.
He don't know what he. Nah, he don't. He didn't know. Even when they read back what he don't even remember saying that.
He was high.
No, it was the meds.
What meds?
It was the medicine.
What meds was he on?
It was the meds.
What medicine?
It was the medicine.
What medicine was he on? I need to know.
The one that made him say that. the one that made him say that.
Made him say that, right?
He ain't mean it. He ain't mean it.
He innocent.
Jay.
He innocent.
He ain't mean it. He innocent.
Now, there's one or two things they could do. They can completely ignore him because they could be like, we ain't coming down to your level.
Or they could be a joke all summer.
Or
it depends on what level of petty that they want to be on.
I already listen. Look, you and I have had this conversation. I already hear in the spirit. Jay is going to say something. He's going to say something.
I like when one of my favorite songs of his is his open letter. And his open letter, he's like, out of spite, I just might flood these streets. Like he just, it was the Cuba thing. It was him going to Cuba, and he told Obama, you don't need this. He said, chill, you gonna get me impeached. And he said, you don't need this, just chill with me on the beach. That was his answer back to all the people saying stuff about him and Beyonce going to Cuba. Mm-hmm. He's petty.
I hear in the spirit.
You see what he did to Nas.
Well, he's also he is also, but him and Nas are friends now.
No. That beef is squashed. I'm glad. Jay-Z is actually, I will tell you this, one of my favorite rappers is Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. Coupled with Biggie. I love Biggie and I love Tupac. Those are my three main dudes. There's a lot of songs I know, like verbatim, I gotta pay homage to Jay-Z when I leave here. I got that long ride home, so Jay-Z and my but I love Jay-Z. I love Nas. I love Biggie. And I'm in Kendrick Lamar.
I love Kendrick
Lamar. I know you do.
Yeah.
Because I was going to buy you tickets, but
love.
you elected to do something else.
What did I do?
But your party. You did your party.
Oh.
You're white. You're all white party.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But Kendrick Lamar is
and now he's retired.
And
but
right.
he is coming back to that concert in Vegas.
Did you see that? Okay.
You know Fouché is going to be there.
We might gotta roll.
We might gotta roll.
roll.
And she's gonna be on that Friday night, the same day as who? Jasmine Sullivan.
I think we're going. I think we're going. Look, so who else? Oh yeah, so they are. I love them.
Yeah. Well, Jay-Z is also in the news right now because
Chance the Rapper.
I never really got into his work.
OMG.
I never really got into his
because
work.
I love him because he grew up in church and if you ever listen to his rhymes and all the stuff, he always got the choir behind him and all that other stuff. Pretty good dude.
I always loved Kindred's work because there was always some ode to the Bible.
Yes.
And the way he put it in so eloquently.
So who's the one that does my favorite rendition of this, Chains. I didn't even post that this year yet.
Okay.
So Faith Evans does the song Chains Off.
Okay.
And whose song is that? Kendrick Lamar's, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar's song. But Faith Evans sings it in a slow version. And it actually is dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like to play it on the show when opening.
Yeah.
Right. But we were talking about Jay. So Jay-Z is actually in the news for other reasons too. I mean, not just
what he in there about?
Not just
what he in there about?
Oh, not just petty stuff because of what Trick Daddy was saying in the Clubhouse.
Okay.
But also because Damon Dash tried to sell Reasonable Doubt.
Can he do that?
No! No, you cannot do that. Dame, you can't do that.
Why was he doing that?
I mean,
why was he trying to?
I mean, Dame Dash is definitely a character. Shout out to him. He's got that crazy name over there on the gram. But either way, so Jay-Z came in and he blocked the sale of the album and he got the legal win. But Dame Dash did attempt to auction off Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt album. Let me see. A source close to the case tells us the court ruled in favor of Rockefeller Tuesday by ruling, that's today, this morning, by ruling Damon's prohibited from selling the NFT of Jay's debut studio album, and any planned auctions to do so must be halted. So, yeah. Now, why? I'm not sure they get into.
So, does he have
why.
a port? So, you know what's going to have to happen? He probably want him to buy him out. What you think? What?
Let's see. Dash told us the lawsuit wasn't going to stop him and clarified he wasn't just trying to sell Jay's album, but his entire stake in Rockefeller. Dame claimed Jay-Z lowballed him with an offer to buy out his 1/3 stake in the company, so now he's shopping it around.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That relationship got ugly quick,
Well, it's been brewing for a long time.
Yeah, that got ugly quick because didn't he
With
go
Aaliyah?
in and take all the doors off or something? Yeah,
Yes.
That
Well, they had a Aaliyah beef as well.
the girl ain't even here no more.
Hey, nobody got her.
I mean, I'm not laughing.
R. Kelly did.
So we go, moving on.
What did I say?
You didn't say anything.
All right.
Moving on.
You know Aaliyah, my favorite girl.
Yeah. So from Jay-Z and Beyonce,
She was married to R. Kelly.
I know. At 14.
Yes.
Illegally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm just telling you.
Hey.
She was married,
Right.
Damn. Yeah. Damn. Jay-Z.
So moving on.
Okay.
You know what's so funny? I always remember Dame Dash saying in an interview, she and he meant this when he said it publicly too. She was the only female that didn't even get on my nerves either. But he meant that as like endearing. He meant that as endearing. Like that meant something. Like that was a new level of, she was the only female that didn't get on my nerves either. Like he meant that though.
Deep.
He meant that.
All right.
I think this was while he was married to what's the designer's name? Her name is similar to the cooking lady. I can't think of it. Anyway.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
The designer lady. Because then it was rumored that Jay-Z
Jay-Z.
with her too.
Her.
Anyway.
Because I didn't know if she was Becky with the good hair.
Yes.
I was a little confused.
It was her. It was Dame Dash's ex. Anyway.
Right. Okay.
We're just going to, that's messy. More messy stuff. Chris Brown, everybody. Chris Brown is back in the news, everybody, over the weekend. Because apparently, I think celebrities just randomly have people, at their house all the time. I'm not exactly sure who this woman was this weekend, but apparently Chris Brown had some, I'm going to call her a young lady, at his home this weekend and apparently slapped her so hard that her weave flew off. Sis, are you hearing me?
Her weave fell off?
He is under investigation for battery because the woman claimed that she was at his home this weekend and whatever the two of them were in, he slapped her. And
what were they in?
I don't know what they were in. I guess a heated discussion of some sort.
Was it? Okay.
Listen, I don't know. But apparently, at some point in this heated discussion, he allegedly struck this female and struck this female so hard to the point that whatever unit was placed in her hair flew off. I just want to know your thoughts on this, sis. Go ahead.
Chanel.
Yeah.
Chris Brown ain't going to learn.
So you think you believe he did it? Because this is all alleged. Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly.
I believe he allegedly did this. My thing is that stop having people in your house and you just Chris, like if we could talk.
Go ahead, talk to him for a minute.
I'ma need you to stop having these you're okay, ever since the whole Rihanna thing, he was already going to get deemed whatever. So he really needs to be careful about what females he brings around him. Honestly, you should be so scared to have any female or any. You got your career back off the ground again,
which a lot of people did.
First of all, a lot of people are not able to do that.
Right.
But there were some forgiving people because they know authentically who you are and what you are, and they actually. Who you are and what you are overrid anything that anyone wanted to believe about you. Why would you put yourself in a position again? I just don't understand. You know that it's going to come, that lurkers are going to come out of the woodworks. Vultures are going to come out of the woodworks. What did you think, Chris?
I
take care of your kids.
Yeah.
Make your music.
Yeah.
Do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And leave that alone.
In an era of a Me Too movement, there are countless women with stories of abuse and violence. And I side with them.
Yes,
I am
absolutely.
with them. Hell,
Absolutely.
I have been one of them. Just
Absolutely.
in all transparency. But I will say this: on the flip side of that,
there are some.
On the flip side of that, I have seen so many men lives ruined, completely ruined, from the word of a woman, whether it be true or not.
A lie.
Just complete lies, or exaggerations or emotion at the time that completely ruined the lives and futures of a lot of men. Of a lot of men. You know, you've seen it in movies, you've seen it in your personal life, you've seen it, it's all over. And so I completely agree with you when you said, because of the career you have and knowing you're in a public eye, and as finicky as this entertainment industry is, you should be to a point where you are almost scared.
Absolutely.
To be around certain people.
I just would not.
You got to get rid of that arrogance. You have to get rid of that feeling of entitlement and arrogance and power. And you have to recognize that literally the word of one, whatever it is you may call these females that you don't think is worthy, the word of one of them could completely take you down, ruin your life, change the relationship between you and your children, change the relationship between you
and whomever
for the rest of your life.
So the thing that also I agree with, or I want to say, basically I would say to him, is also like you said, there are people that have gone through some of the Me Too things, and there are people with a vengeance from that. And there are people that are going to want to, like, they will glorify the day that you actually lose everything. So you really need to be cautious and careful. I had this conversation today. You really have to be, at our age and just with the things you have and don't have or trying to acquire, you really have to be cautious who you put. Now you have a choice.
Yeah.
You have a choice. Who you put in your space. We do have a choice. Everybody don't belong there.
No.
So you have a choice with who you, and you can, the thing is, you're famous, bruh.
Yep.
You can actually say, I don't want this one in my life.
Right.
I don't want that one. Please make sure that I'm not around them. I don't brush shoulders with them.
Yeah.
I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
You have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
You have the choice.
Yeah.
Choose wisely,
please.
Chris. Because it will cost you your life.
It will cost you everything. Everything. So apparently the story goes, the incident went down over the weekend. The woman claims that Brown slapped her. She says he smacked the back of her head and caused her weave to fall off. Police took a battery report because the police were called and the young lady was still within his home in LA. And when the police came to Chris Brown's home, she was still there. Police took a battery report which named Brown as the suspect. Sources say the woman had no visible injuries, but her weave was completely dislodged. Brown has yet to comment on the allegations.
He's not.
Can I ask a very unpopular question? What kind of weave was this?
That it would fall off like that? Was it weave or a wig? Did they say the word weave?
It says weave.
WEAVE.
Let me hold on.
Weave.
Yeah. It says. So it had to be like maybe one of them lace fronts.
Or front lace. It was the front laces. It was that.
It had to be a wig. Because weaves don't fall off.
And if it does,
a weave cannot fall off because it's interwoven into your head.
Yeah, it ain't do Shiny Hair Gallery.
Listen, hey, shout out to Shiny.
Shout out to
Shani. Shout out to Iantha.
Yeah.
Listen, I got crochet in my hair.
A lot of.
Shout out to D.
Yeah.
I don't care how hard you hit me or how hard I fight. This ain't going nowhere. And neither have any of the other weaves I have ever had in my entire life.
Okay.
They're not going nowhere. So my question is, because you hanging out with Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And you hanging out with Chris Brown to the point where you just up in his house.
But why'd he hit you?
You sauntering around Chris Brown's house.
And he still was there. She still was there when she called the cops?
Right. What kind of weave?
Where did he go in the studio? Or like what did he do when the cops was there? Because she had no physical whatevers.
It's just the weave was dislodged.
That one. I don't.
But how was the weave lodged in the first place is my question.
It's faulty. It was faulty. It was faulty.
It
was a front lace.
I don't make light of domestic violence.
Not at all.
Because again, this is all alleged. We don't even know if this is
Absolutely.
true. We do know Chris Brown's history, but again,
We
this
know
is
his
still
history.
alleged.
Uh-huh.
And so we do not know if this is true. But
Right.
my question is, somebody need to tell me what kind of weave this was that it could be dislodged from somebody smacking you in the back of your head. I just want somebody to explain that one to me a little bit. That's all. That's it. But anyway, hopefully all of this gets solved, and hopefully this is not a big deal, and hopefully there's some kind of misunderstanding. I don't know. I'm just hoping that no one was injured. I'm hoping that no one was hurt in the course of this or traumatized in the course of this. And I am hoping that there is no future trouble or anything for Chris Brown in the course of this. So, but again, I am going to use that to go into, speaking of hurt and trauma, some of our one of my last topics for tonight as we get into the last little bit of time of our show.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of splits in media. And I'm not just going to say media. I'm going to say, I'm going to start with media and I'm going to start with celebrities, and then I'll take it to, a lot of divorces, a lot of separations, a lot of splits, a lot of the end of a lot of relationships.
Chanel, it's a karmic exposing year. It came in, 2021 came in exposing. You know that, right?
I just find it
almost like what you do in the dark.
Always want to come out.
Has
in the
come
light.
to
Yeah.
no, but this light shined bright.
It shone, sis. It
Yeah.
I like to use shone.
All
not,
that.
Not a what,
All
you know.
that. Yes.
So for celebrities, I always found it after Kobe passed away. You would always see on social media where Vanessa Bryant, Lala, Kim Kardashian, Sierra, all of them would all hang out with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think I'm gonna down this one while you.
Okay, go ahead. And to find out, Kim Kardashian is getting a divorce. She said she doesn't want to be married to a man that wants to live in another state every year without her. Now, whatever it is you feel about Kim Kardashian, as a woman, I do hope that you can hear her when she says she doesn't want to be married to a man that wants to live in another state without her every single year. And they've only been married, what, 7 years or something like that? So however you feel about her, that's not the kind of relationship she wants. Okay. Lala and Carmelo. The cheating scandals had come out about him years ago, and she actually left him, and that's when she got that new body. Remember?
Yes, she did.
She got a whole new body.
Yes, she did.
Because she wasn't shaped like that on MTV. No. Or after MTV. No.
There wasn't no Coca-Cola in her bottles.
Okay. And then the cheating scandal came out, and then all of a sudden, here comes waist, here comes butt, here comes.
Okay, she's gorgeous.
I mean, just absolutely.
I actually had the pleasure of meeting Lala.
Kudos to her. Number one,
and her son.
Okay.
At the thing I do every year, September. And the son actually took a picture of me and her together.
Oh, Cayenne.
Yeah, he's very funny, little boy. She's like, he can do it. He's such a trooper. And they're silly. Wow, is all I can say. So and I don't know people outside of whatever. We only know when we meet celebs and everything. We actually only know what they present to us.
Right.
Right. So no one knows them better than their significant other or spouse.
Right.
I think the problem I have, I don't like infidelity.
No.
I don't care who it is. I don't like infidelity.
Right. Right.
And you have a child recently that looks exactly like you, the little baby, like the new one.
Who?
Carmelo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has a new one. The one child that looks exactly like him. Remember, that's why she left him.
Okay.
But it also came out that you now have twins.
Oh,
by a female that you wanted to keep on the hush. So you had 3 children on your wife, twin boys and a girl. What exactly do you expect this woman to do?
Jesus.
What exactly do you expect this woman to do? It's unacceptable at any cost. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much money you make, what you provide, or whatever. No one deserves to be cheated on. Period. And then for you to cheat and make 3 children. Unacceptable. That's my point. It shouldn't be. Infidelity is just horrible at its worst, at worst. But when you have to live it and you've created 3, and those babies, honestly, please understand what I'm saying. They have nothing to do, and I am not the one to judge because everybody knows my story and my background that knows my story and my background. But I will say this to you. It is unacceptable for you to cheat like that. It is unacceptable for you to do a human like that. You live publicly. I always say this about, is it LeBron? LeBron has never
been caught doing anything.
He came from nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He is with the same female he was with the same kids he had. He has had no scandals. He has had nothing. He has had money. He has given away money. He's made money, but nothing has come out. LeBron, nothing. And he had the bottom. You can't pay for fidelity. You can't pay for, it's just unacceptable to me.
So
Lala, shout out to you.
Yep.
Like I said, when I met you, you're a beautiful soul. I feel really horrible for you. I hate when people have to actually grieve in public.
Yep.
Because the public and the media will not leave them alone.
Yep.
So there's a lot of sorting out that she has to do. Yep. She has to do a lot of protecting her son.
Yep.
From a lot of things.
Yeah.
She has to protect his feelings and his emotions while being strong about all of everything that has come out. And it might not even stop.
So let me ask you a question,
Yes.
sister to sister.
Yes.
Do you feel the same way about Khloe Kardashian breaking up with Tristan Thompson?
I'm sorry.
That's another of the breakups.
What do you feel like? I'm sorry.
What?
What do you feel
No, I
like?
was asking. I was asking you.
It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
No, I was asking.
What do you feel like?
No, I was asking you a question. Do you feel
Sis, what's their
the
story?
same-
Again,
the same thing?
what's their story again?
They was together. They broke up
Uh-huh.
because he was cheating.
Okay.
Then apparently he tried to kiss Jordan Woods.
Right.
Remember?
Broke their friendship
Then,
up
yeah.
like that.
Then he was
Did
trying
she
to
kiss him back?
try
Go
to
ahead.
slide with the homies.
But Jordan Woods was on the red table. Go ahead.
Right.
All right, with Jada and them.
Right.
All right.
Then, fast forward, he had cheated again and they broke up. And now they were breaking up again amidst more infidelity rumors. So I just want to know.
For who?
But
Infidelity where?
I don't. Listen, I just need to know.
I'm
sis,
sorry, is Khloe cheating on him?
No, she's not. The same
you know?
compassion that you have
She's the Kardashian.
for Lala and Carmelo, do you have this same passion for Khloe and what's the
Tristan ain't do it. Tristan ain't do it.
He ain't do it.
Tristan ain't do it.
He ain't do it.
He ain't do
He
it.
ain't do it.
First of all, y'all's accusing him
Why y'all doing
of doing
that?
something to them Kardashians. Do you know how many things they do to people?
I'm done with you.
No, I'm kidding. Free Tristan is all I'm saying. He ain't do it.
So basically, you don't
No,
have the same compassion for Khloe. Is that what you're saying? For years I felt bad for Khloe. Being a Kardashian for years. Now she done had plastic surgery, lost all this weight, decided she want to find out that OJ or Lionel Richie was a daddy. You know what I'm
Where
saying?
did Lionel come in at?
Oh,
When was that?
yeah.
Yeah, what?
They was talking about
He ain't the daddy.
Look at what Lionel Richie's daughters look like. Look at what Lionel Richie's daughters look like.
How he got daughters? He only got Nicole Richie.
She's adopted.
That's not even his daughter.
Look at what Lionel Richie's
I don't know none of his daughters.
biological daughters
I don't know none.
look like. And you're going to see Khloe's face. Anyway. Whatever.
Lies.
It's all rumors, everybody.
It ain't it.
It's all rumors, everybody. It's all rumors. However, remember she got the DNA test done. I did see an episode. I wasn't an avid Kardashian and keeping up with the Kardashian watcher, but I do remember seeing
What
an
did the mother
episode.
do?
She was out there.
But is OJ one of their daddies or not?
Khloe got a DNA test to find out if Robert Kardashian was her father. And publicly on the show, she threw the envelope in the garbage and said that she did not want to know.
Well, why didn't somebody get it out? The garbage.
I'm sure somebody did. She did it. I'm sure she just did that for the camera. And I'm sure she knows that he ain't
Well,
it.
what was the mother doing?
She was out there.
Where do she fall in the? Is she the end kid?
No. I think Rob is.
Wow.
I think Rob
Who's Rob's
is.
daddy?
Kardashian. He's
It's
a
not.
Kardashian. No, he is.
It's not.
He is. He looked just like them.
He don't.
He do.
He don't.
He just gained a lot of weight recently.
It's not to gain a lot of weight. It's just he has no drive either.
Yeah, but he wanted them.
Okay, he's not, though.
He looked just like them.
He's someone else's kid.
You know what? Stop it. Anyway, so my point is, do you have the same compassion for Khloe that you got for Lala?
Free Tristan.
Okay.
He ain't do it.
Okay.
He didn't do it. This all alleged. I have to stay with alleged. He ain't do it.
Okay, so this is my thing then. There's a lot going on. I don't know what's going on in the universe lately.
Okay. It's karmic. Mm-hmm.
It's what you said. You said. But people, celebrity or not, are splitting left and right. It's almost every
somebody else after
conversation
all these years,
I'm
was
having-
20 something years,
Who?
they just split.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up while you are talking.
Okay.
But
Yeah, no, people are splitting left and right. It doesn't matter how many years they've been together. It doesn't matter what's going on. But people are really splitting left and right. And honestly, I brought it up starting with the celebrity element and, and just, of course, bringing it to, personal and, real people in our lives. Some, we both know and some we don't. But I just want to know what your take is. And you pretty much said it already. But I just wanted to know what your take is on what's going on. It's like pandemic is ending.
I'm sorry, Blair Underwood and
really
Desiree. They've been married for 27 years, and they actually split.
Shut up.
Trevor Noah and Minka, they split.
Shut up.
It's a lot going on here.
What is going on?
Bill Gates and Melinda
Well,
Gates.
I already know about them. I don't care about them.
You don't care about what? Why you don't care about them?
Both of y'all and y'all trillions go find. You can build a
How
robot.
about Jennifer and A-Rod?
Oh, and she went back to Ben.
Did she allegedly?
She was just found kissing him on the street.
I mean, that was just a greeting.
She like Elizabeth Taylor. She just like, you know what?
Saweetie and Quavo.
You know what? Saweetie. We kept trying to figure out how to say her name. Look, we kept trying to figure out how to say her name.
Nah, but yeah, Blair Underwood, that got me. 27 years of marriage, guys.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. But like I said, I wanted to know.
There's like 42 splits.
In celebrities. I wanted to know what your take was on this, because in celebrity world,
Ben did split up with
who?
Ana de Armas, LaToya Luckett.
Oh yeah, and her husband. Yeah.
Now I took this one to heart, because if you watch that black couple, the Black
they
Love,
were on it.
They were on it.
They were on it.
They were on it, and she did a lot of.
What some of us all do.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Zoe Kravitz and Carl Glusman, they split up after 2 years of marriage. Chloe, because Chloe is Kravitz. That's what's the name's daughter?
Zoe.
Zoe.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz. That's
Lenny Kravitz
and
Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet. That's who I was looking for. Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah. So I want to know what's your take on what's going on after. By the grace of God, we're all still here to be able to talk about it. But after surviving through a pandemic, and 9 times out of 10, you were surviving through a pandemic with that person, if they were around. That's if it wasn't so rocky throughout the pandemic part of it. But I want to know, what is your take on the splits now?
It's baffling to me. I think the infidelity thing got me, because we're too old for that. It's like, really? Like, if you find the person that you love, why would you do anything to damage or jeopardize that? That's the one thing. And I know that, there are moments when people get weak, or you're around a different crowd, or you are with whatever. You're influenced by whatever. But I just think that, you should remain faithful at all times. I don't understand it. I don't know if the pandemic, because a lot of people were around each other on it. Life was different for everyone
during
the pandemic.
Yeah, definitely.
Life was really different, because you literally had to either work through some stuff, or you were like, you had to be around a person and be like, I don't like what I'm seeing. Thank God I'm still here and I'm still getting married after the pandemic. But hey, you know, hey,
something is going on.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that. Something.
Like what? What do you think?
I don't know.
Is?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I usually have an inkling
You
of.
think something's in the tea, the water, like what?
Something's in the water. Okay. Something is definitely in the water because couples are not surviving, and I feel like the part that bothers me the most about it, and one of the reasons why I brought it up.
Jason said it's retrograde.
Yeah,
in the universe. Personally, I like the retro Jordans 4s, so I don't know why people be tripping. Jason is a fool, okay? Fee said it's unfortunate to see so many splits. Makes you think. Selfishness, uncertainty of self, and lack of communication. Just be real and honest. Right, you're absolutely right.
Shout out to Jason who was at my Juneteenth party. So he was drinking that 40 Acres too Saturday night.
Wow, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was at Katara's. We had a good time. We did karaoke and all that stuff too. Makes you think, was it ever real? What changed? What happened? So I will agree with you, Miss Hall. I will tell you this, that I think that when you're busy and you're out of the home, you tend to like do stuff. I miss you. But you're on different schedules.
Okay.
But when you are home and it is really nothing to do and the world wasn't open up, you actually had to get to know the person. I will tell you that. I agree with you in that a lot of times failed relationships come from a lack of communication.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times. Lack of communication. It's very hard to not lack of communication. Lack of comprehending.
I was about to, where I was about to go with this. People can talk to each other all day, but if you still on two different pages, you're not going to understand what the other person is saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know what is going on, and like I said, usually I have some sort of inkling, but with this right now, I'm baffled, and it's very scary to me because I feel like, when people talk about what the purpose of life occurrences are, I feel like the purpose of the pandemic was to get us to love each other more, cherish each other more, love on each other more. And I'm finding the tides are shifting from that togetherness. And it's been recent. It's been in the last couple months. And it's gone from togetherness to now this hate. And we're shifting towards this evilness towards one another, when before we were thanking God we were still alive and thanking God that you didn't touch something, get COVID and die within a matter of 7 days, because when we were afraid that was going to happen, we cherished people more.
Okay.
And now that we are starting to come out of it, it's almost like how quickly we forgot what we just went through for the last year and some change. And I'm finding people are now starting to fight more. People now are starting to fight more. Crime is going back up on the rise. People are now starting to go back to their evil ways, and it's starting to scare me a little bit. And
I think they're worse. Honestly.
People are getting worse.
Yeah, I think it's worse than
they were. It's like while they were scared, it was like, let me be calm. Let me just, do whatever. And now I feel like people are now going back to just being innately evil, and they're getting worse, and it's scaring me. And the more I look around and the more that couples are separating, it's just becoming more apparent, where it's just like the love is completely getting pushed away.
I didn't take not one thing. First of all, us, we're humble, period.
Yeah.
But I didn't take not 1 ounce of anything, because when I looked to my left and I looked to my right, there were a lot of people within the last year that passed away that I was extremely baffled at. I was like, God, I don't know what you're doing, but it all looked crazy to me.
Yeah.
So we lost a lot of people within the pandemic in our families, older people, younger people, just whatever.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of people with gun violence too in our community. We lost a lot of things. So I was just always like, I was grateful. Let me tell you, I was grateful to have a job still.
What?
I was grateful to not lose any money. I was grateful that I was able still to allow my daughter and fund my daughter going to college. I was so excited that nothing in life, it wasn't damaging. It was like scary, but nothing was extremely damaging. I still have the love of my life. I still have beautiful children. I still have everything I've had, and the people, I thank God that my immediate people are still here.
Yeah.
So I was grateful for that. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, really? And you could just literally forget about what just happened for the last year? I don't know, Chanel.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I don't know what happened, but
I'm
very sad about it, and I have so many thoughts about so many different things. But it is really, 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 really scary to me. But whatever. In the meantime, those are just my own personal thoughts and opinions on everything. But what I will say is I am grateful to still be here.
Me too.
I'm grateful to still have this show and to be able to work on it and do what it is that we do. I am grateful that we are back in studio and able to come here. And just like I said last week, it feels good. Now, when we on them cold nights in December, and I'm going to be like, do we got to go back in the studio?
Yeah.
But as for right now, this it feels good. It feels good.
Yes.
And I'm grateful and I'm happy to be able to do this and to be here and to be able to talk to you all and to be able to sit here with my best friend and talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about with whatever it is that we create.
Right.
So I know we've come to the end of the show. We are over. It is time for us to go home now.
Yes.
And
Time for us. I got work to do.
yeah, I know, right? So I thank you all for tuning in to our Hot Topic show this week. We love you guys as usual. Thank you guys for being in the comments.
Yes. Everybody that tuned in tonight.
Right, everybody
totally
that tuned
appreciate
in.
it. I almost missed you guys' comments, so I actually had to catch up.
Yeah, for everybody that watched, no matter how you did it, whether it was Facebook Live, whether it was the Instagram Owl page, which I'm trying to get back up and running, whether it was on YouTube. You know, we never check the comments on YouTube at all.
Oh, wow.
We should probably start doing that.
Absolutely.
Whether it was YouTube,
We'll do that.
BKS1 radio page, however it is, if you're listening to us on TuneIn, however it is that you guys did it, we thank you so much for that, and we love you guys so much for that. And just continue to pray for us that there is more to come in the future, that we can include you guys in.
Our territory is enlarged. We have a lot of upcoming things coming, surprises and things like that. But stay tuned with us. Again, we love you guys, and we thank you for being faithful listeners in and out of time. Thank you.
Yes. All right. And on that note, God bless you. Stay safe.
Yes.
Stay well.
Yes.
And God willing, we will be here same time, same place next week. Different show.
You said same plane.
Same plane.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to fly off.
All right. We can do the show from Miami.
We can do the show from anywhere.
All right.
But yes, we love you guys.
We love you guys.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.